Hello there, everybody. Hello? Is this thing on? Oh, God. Awful jokes. How y'all doing? Welcome to the stream, ladies, gents, lovely people. We are on Thursday this week. This day of the week. Today. Oh, God. I am so confused right about now. Right, we are on Thursday. We're doing Japanese today, as we have done all week long, as a matter of fact. So, today, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna start with Kanji and graded readers. If you're new here, that is what we do. Then we're gonna move on to a very cash session of playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney visual novel in Japanese. So it's gonna be fun. So the first part of the stream is gonna be very much a Pomodoro method. If you're not familiar with Pomodoro, what it is that I put a timer on, and for the 15 minutes I'm gonna be studying, and I invite everybody who is watching to study with me. And of course, by study with me is pick up whatever you're studying, whether it is Japanese or something else, and you know, study it as I study together. Once my wonderful recording of more iyo sounds, we're gonna take a 10-minute break, have a chat, relax, reconvene, and then see what happens next. Most likely we're gonna move on to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where I just gonna be playing and reading it out loud, and you can hang out, ask questions, and it's gonna be more chilled out rather than a kind of a focused study session after that. That's pretty much what is going to be happening today. Oops! Welcome to the stream! What a name. What a name. Hello there! How you doing? How you getting on? And of course, how is your Japanese learning journey going if you are studying Japanese? Alright. Also, Earl Burt, thank you for the follow on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. It's called a subscribe on YouTube, but you know, who's counting? All right. It's a weird notification from my bot. I think it should say a sub, but anyway, it's a follow. It's a follow. All right, ladies, gents, lovely people. How have you been doing? How is your study going? Have you been learning anything great today, or yesterday, or this week? Do let us know. What are your struggles? What are your successes? Keen to hear that. We will be starting in just a couple of minutes' time, and I'll switch on the timer and all that fun stuff. Konnichiwa, oops. Genki desu ka? Oops-san wa genki? Ora wa genki yo? Hontou ni genki da be? もちろん元気だけどさ、パワーナップしちゃったよ。おお、なんだ日本人の俺にこのチャンネルがおすすめされたのかよ。わからん。まあ、わからないですよ。このチャンネルは本当に日本語を勉強してるんですけどさ、あまり上手じゃないけど、頑張りますね。毎日少しずつ頑張りますけどさ。なんで日本人のこのチャンネルおすすめしたわかんない。本当にわかりませんですよね。やっぱり日本語上手って日本語上手じゃないですよね。本当に。さあ、英語を勉強してます。そっか。なるほど。 時々 YouTube は時々このチャンネル日本人におすすめして英語と日本語両方喋るんですけどだからねなので YouTube 時々日本人このチャンネルをおすすめしてると思いますよさあ To those of you who are not so proficient at Japanese yes so this channel was recommended to a Japanese person the son who is Japanese, of course, and yeah, they're saying why this channel has been recommended to me, so that is why I was just, talking a little bit about that. But we're about to get started. Ah, どうやってあんたのように日本語を話できようOops. I am not sure if I'm understanding what you're asking. Why? Why am I able to speak Japanese? Is that what you're asking? Either my Japanese is failing me or this is a slightly weirdly constructed sentence. Maybe a little bit of both, but I'm not sure which. Right. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Latvian people, so I was just talking about that this is gonna be a Pomodoro technique stream, so we will start doing Pomodoro technique in a second. So let's just switch. No, run. Nope, that's. God damn it! There we go. This is what I wanted to switch to. There we go. Yeah, perfect. All right. So, and actually, we can switch to this for a second. So, if you're new here, here is what we are using. So we're using a Kodansha Kanji learning course, and I'm using that in conjunction with the Kodansha Kanji learning course graded readers, right? So basically, what I do is I go through a kanji, like here. I read the kanji, I write the kanji, I read the description, I read the associated words, and then I go into the graded reader, and then I basically, just read the sentences, try to read it like so that I can actually read it, check if my reading is correct. So with the hiragana, or it's not really furigana, but you can say it's furigana. And then I try to understand the sentence. If I can understand it, great. And then I check my understanding like this. And then I move on to the next sentence. This is basically my process. If you're curious as to how I'm learning kanji, and it's not really learning kanji, it's trying to learn to read in Japanese. So that is what is going on here. Now, so we are about to get started. Oops is saying, あんたのように、日本語が上手になるにはどうすればいいですかまあ、毎日日本語を勉強してて、少しずつ頑張ってて、まあ、上手くなると思う。じゃない？そうじゃない？ But yeah, so oops, if you'd like to get good in Japanese, By the way, I am not good at Japanese, right? So just, I know that, you know, Asan in the comments said that my Japanese is good, or Nihongo ga jouzu. This is what Japanese people say when your Japanese is better than 0, which is my is. It's better than 0. It's not, it doesn't actually mean that your Japanese is ridiculously good. But my Japanese, I've been studying Japanese every day for almost 18 months. It's gonna be close to 18 months, and we're gonna release a update video on my progress when that happens. And I've been studying every day for that amount of time. So, of course, it's roughly, I would say, lower intermediate level right now. So it's not really... I'm not fluent, I'm not even intermediate. It's kind of lower intermediate, but it is what it is, and I'm learning every day. So if and just to kind of answer your question a little bit more specifically, Oops, if you'd like for your Japanese to get better, there is no substitute for just learning Japanese every day, right? So what I mean by that is massive amounts of listening to Japanese and massive amounts of reading. And of course, this is all comprehensible input. So things that you understand plus a little bit further. So, you know, if every sentence contains 1 or 2 words that you don't understand, this is where you want to be, right? So this is what you're aiming for. And of course, supplement that with a little bit of active study as well. So, for example, you can start studying Kanji in the same way as I am doing right now with the Kodansha Kanji learning course and graded readers, which will include a massive, absolutely massive amount of reading, which is fantastic. You can supplement that with familiarizing yourself with the grammar of the language as well. Pay attention that I didn't say study grammar extensively. I said familiarize yourself with the grammar. It's not the same thing. But primarily, you will get better at the language the more you listen to it. And once you can understand quite a bit, once you get to about intermediate level in listening, you can start outputting at that stage where it's not gonna be, you're not gonna be struggling with every single sentence. But this is my opinion. There are many other opinions out there, and there are many other ways of people have learned the language and become proficient at it. Whether, you know, they have gotten to a native level fluency is a completely different story, but that's not what we're talking about. Emil Kolze, welcome to the stream. I have been a bit burnt out for last month or so. Do you have any tips? Emil Kolze. Funny that you ask. Funny that you ask. I actually watched a very interesting YouTube video regarding that this morning. And I've shared it in my Discord. And the Discord is in the description of the stream if you want to join that. But basically, you can go and check it out. But my advice, if you are burnt out, check out, or not, don't check out, right? Let me rephrase that. Sit down. The first thing you should do, if you're feeling like you're burning out, or if you've been burnt out, sit down, take half an hour, take an hour. Just one evening, quietly, put a music that doesn't have any lyrics in there, right? Whether you like classical, jazz, whatever it is, you know, retro, new wave, something that is not too heavy, something that would be nice background and relax you. Sit down, take pen and paper, and I'm not kidding, take pen and paper, right? Or a pencil and paper, and put pen to the paper, and write down, have a think, and write down why are you burnt out. Write down what has worked for you when you were studying Japanese, write down what has not worked for you and what has led to the burnout. Determine what that was. right? That's very, very important. That's the first step. That's the most important step you can take. You'd be like 10 steps ahead of anybody else who is struggling with learning Japanese. All right. The second step is reduce the amount of time you are studying Japanese in general, but do a little bit every day, okay? And concentrate on the things that have been working for you and that after you've written them down and that you have enjoyed doing, right? So if you have enjoyed watching, let's say, anime, yeah? Without English subtitles. If you have enjoyed watching anime, watch more anime. If you have enjoyed reading manga maybe in Japanese, read more manga. If you have enjoyed watching specific YouTube creator, Japanese YouTube creator, not an English one, watch more of them, right? But what I'm saying is do more of what has worked for you and what you have enjoyed doing in the language, and do much less of the thing that has led to the burnout. So, for example, and you can watch any of my videos, every single update I talk about being burnt out at some stage. So, being burnt out is the thing that happens all the time. And you just have to accept that this will happen. But you also have to realize that this is normal part of the process. But what you need to do is you need to note that you're about to burn out or you are being burned out, and then sit down, analyze what has led to it, and reduce the stuff that has burnt you out, and just move on to something that is more pleasurable. And I have been reassessing how I study, what works for me throughout my journey. And you can listen to any of I have 6 months update, 9, 12 months, 15 months updates. Every single update, I change things, I do experiments, I change my opinion about what is working for me, what is not working. And this is extremely important to do instead of just following like one doctrine that, all of the YouTubers or influencers are peddling, the flavor of the months of learning Japanese, right? It's important to be able to figure out what's working for you, and not only just what's working, but also what you can sustain over years, right? Because Japanese, any language learning is not learned language in a month or in 3 months. To reach intermediate level, you need 2+ years, roughly. 2.5, 3 years, right? Depends on how long you study, how much you study every day, etc. So, if you view it that way, then think of, right, what I can do so that it will be sustainable for me to continue doing this for at least 2 years. I hope that makes sense. I hope that helped, Emil calls it. Oops is saying, ni. Oh my god. なんかなんとかするにはどうすればいいですか？おすすめの頑張ってなんとかは何ですか？どこ出身ですか？はい。そう。さん。僕はラトビア出身ですけど、主人と思う。主人。でも今イギリスに住んでいますね。Oops, I have not passed a single GLPT, so I wouldn't know what to do to get to N2, but I would grade myself roughly in listening and understanding at about between N2 and N1 level, at reading and Kanji at about N4 level, and at and at vocabulary at about N3 level, right? So, but do bear in mind that GLPT only checks your reading and your listening. It doesn't check your speaking. So read a lot and listen a lot. That's basically what you need. There are plenty of resources. If you want specific mock tests, etc., there are plenty of resources online that you can take. At some stage, I would probably do a JLPT test because just to have like N2 or N1 to be able to get a job, because some jobs or a lot of jobs in Japan require you to have JLPT level. And really a decent minimum is N2. But at the moment, I don't really care about that. My name is Shoot Hadib, and I'm struggling with Japanese while watching anime. Suggest me best anime also. Okay. So I don't know what your level is. Is your level N3? You're going on N2. So try Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san. It's a slice of life anime. So, and by the way, any slice of life anime would be great. But try Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san. It has 3 seasons, so you will kind of get used to the way people speak. You will get used to vocabulary. I love this anime called Non Non Byori. Check that out. Fantastic anime. It's basically Inakagurashi in Japan. Very much slice of life. Maybe a little bit more advanced than Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san, but it's still really, really good. I have a review of Karakai Jouzu no Takagi-san on my channel, both the drama and the anime, so you can check it out if you're interested in that. I would also recommend this is the anime that. Jirai, welcome to the stream, my dude. Non Non Byori is amazing. I 100% agree with you. Really, really fantastic anime. One of my favorites, all-time favorites. Yeah, it absolutely. But I can also recommend some really good staples that Japanese people would love. And this is what the Gaikokujin people would hate. And here is why, because the animation is old school. And there is a certain preconception of what Japanese anime should look like. So, I would recommend Chibi Maruko-chan. Fantastic anime. Thousands of episodes. Still ongoing. Slice of life. Comedy together. Really, really cool. I've watched... Jesus Christ. I watched the original run series, the 1991 to 1993, I think, or 1992. Something like that. And that's over 100 episodes. So, Sazae-san. Yukai no Sazae-san. Sazae-san. Fantastic slice of life anime. Started in the late 60s, I think, early 70s. It's still going. Every week. There are close to 10,000 episodes, if not more. Again, slice of life, comedy. There are 3 episodes in one, so basically there are 3 little stories in one episode, which is 25 minutes long. Really, really good. Day-to-day conversations. That's exactly what you want. And yeah, if that becomes too easy, then you can probably figure out yourself what you should be watching. But yeah, that's my recommendations, and always will be my recommendations, because the ridiculous amount of episodes means that you get used to different characters, you get used to vocabulary used in that specific anime series, and it makes you understand it much, much easier. Plus, they're all slice of life, so they're all exactly what you need without any extra jargon that is maybe sci-fi, isekai, or fantasy, right? So you really want things that are being talked about every single day in Japan, right? Plus, both Chibi Maruko-chan and Sazae-san will teach you a lot of Japanese culture just by watching them. right? So not ridiculous isekai things or sci-fi things, but actual Japanese culture, day-to-day things, work things, school things, family life things, and stuff like that, which is, of course, very, very important when learning the language, in my opinion. Right, on that note, let me just ban a person. We love banning people here. There we go. We're not banning people, we are banning bots on Twitch, on which we have just banned. Alright, ladies, gents, lovely people. Have I gone to watch the new Demon Slayer movie, Castle Fight? No, I have not gone to watch, because I haven't watched any of the Demon Slayer anime. So, that is not something that I have done, but eventually I'm sure gonna watch the anime and the movie as well. It is on one of the kind of anime that I am curious about. I haven't checked it out, so I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not, but one of the animes that I'm curious about. That's about it, right? Ladies, gents, lovely people, I will shut up now. For the next 50 minutes, I invite you to take Anki up, to take your kanji studies up, to take out a Japanese book or start watching a Japanese language anything, YouTube or anime. And we're gonna be studying for the next 50 minutes together, not talking. And yeah, let's study together. Emil Kolze, I will answer your question. I have a lot of Japanese YouTubers that I like, but they are very much my actual likes in English as well. So they will be completely different from, you know, everybody else. But we'll get to that in 50 minutes time, because right now we're gonna start studying together. So let's study together, shall we? I think we shall. All right, let's get the timer started. I will be shutting up and I will be starting to do kanji and reading. Ganbarizo!
Nice beaver.
Thank you. I just had it stud.
I'm feeling a little, anxious, if you know what I mean.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised. Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
We hope you've enjoyed this journey through sounds.
like the style and the mood of the track. Upbeat, loving it. It's got a really sweet driving beat to it. This is actually pretty sweet. Wow. Good groove, great percussion that drives the track along. Like I said, the beat is tight here. It's just an amazing listening experience. Dude, this is epic. This is some epic shit right here. This is amazing. I would honestly put this maybe in my top 5 of anything I've ever heard. Well, sure, I guess. What? Oh, snap. Yes.
Make me sad.
Morio. Morio. Well, it is break time. And the bomb will actually show its break time. So, how you all doing, guys? I'm almost done with my reviews. I actually have 2 kanji left to do reviews with. But yeah, it's been going alright. It's been going alright. Just did immersion for the first time in over a month. That is what is up. That is what is up. To be honest, mate, it makes me really happy to hear that. Especially since you mentioned that you've been struggling with motivation, etc., with just burnout and things like that. If doing the stream brought even one person to start engaging with the language again, that makes me super happy. Genuinely happy. Really, man, that's like super good to hear. Oh man, that's really good. What did you immerse with? So was it YouTube? Did you watch an anime, drama? Let us know. Let us know. But yeah, that's kind of why I've started doing the Pomodoro technique, because it's great to be able to converse on the stream and interact with the audience. But at the end of the day, if I can encourage and coerce people to study with me, whatever they might be doing in their own learning, that's just fantastic. YouTube mukbangish video. I don't know what mukbang is, but mukbang to sir, I have no idea what that means. Is that like a creator, mukbang? Sounds like I don't even know. I don't even know, dude. But yeah, goddamn. Goddamn what? Oh, people. Okay, people who are eating things, not being eating other people. I hope. God damn, man. What are you watching? What are you watching? When they eat a lot of wood, a lot of food, not wood. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Nina, and welcome to the stream. How you doing? Yes. People eating. I regularly watch YouTube about people eating. God damn. Oh my god. Right. That gave me a good chuckle, actually. Right. Okay. Actually, if you like food shows, I call them food shows. I don't call them. Oh, hold up. Is that like competitive eating? Is that what you mean? Because Japanese people love competitive eating. Or at least, you know, it's like a sport. I mean, hence competitive eating. But anyway, it's the only country in the world that does it as a sport, actually. To my knowledge. I know that US likes, you know, their customary festival, gorge yourself and die from heart attack, competitive eating contests, but Japan has like proper competitions and you know, prizes and shit. I wouldn't say that, but more like stuff in their face with food. Right, fair enough. No, just casual eating fast food and that sort of stuff. Okay. Well, Emil calls it, in that case, or Emil, I'll just call you Emil. In that case, you might like this drama that I would recommend. And it's based on manga, so there is a manga as well. I haven't read the manga, but I think we watched, 4 seasons of the drama? There are, I think, 10 seasons altogether. The 10th season might be airing now, or it's already just aired. But anyway, so the drama is called Kodoku no Gurume. or something gourmet. Actually, let me check what's the name of it is in English. Actually, if I type it in let's see. It literally just says Kodoku no Gourmet. God damn it. Okay, just Google Kodoku no Gourmet. Right, so that's the name of the drama, Kodoku no Gourmet. It's basically it's based on manga. It's about a personage, a fictitious person, who goes to a non-fictitious places and eats there. And every time it's a brand new place, brand new area, there is like a little skid. A rooftop juice box. Welcome back to the stream, big dog. I'm a little dog. Koinu yo, koinu da be, koinu da. How you doing? But yeah, Emil, so Kodoku no Gourmet. Yeah, so it's a fictitious person, but he goes to actual real restaurants and eateries all across, well, primarily in Tokyo, but all across the Japan, really. Most of it is in Tokyo, of course. And yeah, so there's like a little story that goes on in every episode. There isn't really an overarching plot, it's very much slice of life. But both me and my partner will love it. We kind of come back to it. We watch Asadora, so morning drama, as a kind of our main drama that we're watching. So right now we're watching Hyoko. But between because they're like 156-ish episodes each, Asadora are. So between the big stretches of watching different Asadora, we watch a season which is only like 8-10 episodes of Kodoku no Gourmet, and it's always like a comfort food, both literally and figuratively. Yeah, it's really, really good. Highly, highly recommended. So if you like food shows, if you like shows about eating stuff, definitely recommend it, and you'd be learning Japanese, and it's a lot of fun. And at the end of every episode, the writer of manga, so the actual mangaka, he goes to that shop, to that restaurant, to that eatery where the episode took place. So it's like a maybe less than 5 minute skit. And he orders stuff and he talks, to the actual owner instead of, the actress who are playing in the drama. So yeah, highly recommend it if you like food shows and kind of eatery things. Cinema bobbins. Yeah, a really cool show. But Emil, you were asking, actually, was it Emil? I think it was Emil. You were asking what YouTube channels I like. The name is Kodoku no Gourmet or Gourmet, but Kodoku no Gourmet. So, yeah, that's I've pasted the name on the thing. Where can you watch this? That is a very good question. On streaming services, I have no idea. So we're watching our personal collection, if you know what I'm saying. Right. So you were asking, and the break is kind of coming to an end, but I will stretch it for a second. I will stretch it for a little bit. I will continue. So what we'll do, actually, is I will finish with my kanji, because I only have 2 left, so I will review it after the stream. So we'll put that away. I will set up the visual novel in a second. But before you do, Emil, you asked me about my favorite YouTubers, right? So I will introduce you to... Moio, yamete, Soria. Yamete. Yes. Yes. Yeah, we're not gonna be doing the timer, actually. I'm gonna remove the timer. There we go. Right. So, let me get YouTube going. Yes. So this is kind of my this is my channel that I try to make it Japanese, but I watch other things that are not Japanese here. Anyway, so the recommendations are all over the place, mainly to do with Japanese learning. Right. So let me introduce you to a few Japanese YouTubers. So I will introduce you to a few of the ones that are made specifically for Japanese learners, because I don't know your level. So if you're a beginner or a complete beginner, Emil, I would recommend you check out my video top 5 YouTube channels for complete beginners to immerse with from day one. I can't remember the name of it. It's something like that. It's one of the videos anyway. I actually introduced to 7 different channels there. But outside of that, right? Let me. There are a few cool ones. So, God damn it, I'll regret recommending it, but this is kind of a no-brainer. So, Nihongo Konteppei. This is more of a podcast rather than a YouTube channel. I mean, it is a YouTube channel, obviously. But, so, the best thing about Nihongo Konteppei, look at the amount of videos he has. 4.4k videos. 4,400 videos. That is a lot of content. So he has a bunch of different podcasts, and actually if we go to playlists, that's better. He has a bunch of different podcasts. So he has a Japanese podcast for beginners, which I've only listened to like 3 podcasts. It's great, but it's below my level. But it's great for beginners. So he has 1,379 episodes of that, all right? So he starts with very, very basic, very easy to understand language, and as the episodes progress, it gets progressively more complex, right? So, and once you're kind of graduated from that, you can either go to Japanese with Teppei and Noriko. I found that quite easy and the segments are quite short. Or you can try and go to... Where is the originals? Huh. Did he remove the originals? Or maybe it's for the best. So I'm listening to originals now. I'm like on 250-ish episodes or so. And the quality varies. And that's why I said I might regret recommending it. Nihongo no Mori. Great content for a variety of levels. Yeah, so Nihongo no Mori is very good, but they work from the point of view where they're teaching you teaching you Japanese. So, like, if you have a point of grammar, or if you have, like, a bunch of kanji you'd like to learn, Nihongo no Mori is fantastic for that. Do watch out that they have lessons that are in English about Japanese things, which, like, why? Just don't do it, kids. Don't do it. So I don't like that. They cater it for complete beginners. There are better channels for complete beginners that only speak in Japanese, right? But they also have all in Japanese, covering grammar points, covering kanji, covering all the different things. I don't know if they cover pronunciation. I don't think so. But yeah, so Nihongo no Mori is great, but they're not specifically kind of a talking. They're more of a teaching sort of channel, if that makes sense. While Nihongo Konteppei, he just talks shit for hours and hours and hours. and that is good because the way he talks is he obviously caters his language to, you know, different levels, but it's very, very natural, right? And the topics are very, very much day to day. So exactly what you want to learn, right? So you wanna teach yourself to listen to day to day things. Rooftop Juicebox is saying, oh true, I didn't even know, I've only seen all the Japanese videos, been great for me for N2-ish level. Very good point though, it's like being in a classroom rather than just everyday talking. Exactly. And yeah, they have fantastic amount of content, and they also have a app that you can pay for, and they have even more content there. So a lot of people recommend it if you want to do it more as a, you know, classroom sort of situation. But yeah, so with Nihongo Kontepe, I like him, but his greatest strength is also his greatest weakness. At least in the originals, and I actually don't see his originals playlist anywhere. So maybe it is good that he has removed it. Oh, actually, that's probably it. Nihongo Kontepe, yeah, that's probably the originals one. 763, yeah, that's the originals one. So I'm listening to the originals one, and a lot of times he just talks crap, and then he has, unfortunately, made fun of feedback and listeners that gave that feedback to him, and he kind of put down other creators in a space, which I did not appreciate. And not in a way of... not in a constructive criticism, but more of a, oh yeah, and they're just bad because this. Yeah, this. They use too complicated words to talk. And it's like, that's not even a criticism, you know? You can criticize those creators for other things, like not having a perfect pitch accent and things like that, but not because they're using too complicated words. Anyway. I was upset with Nihongo Kontepe for a couple of weeks now. I've listened to a few episodes that really upset me on that. But it's good for remembering things, right? It's good for remembering things. So that's why I keep listening to it. Anyway, so Nihongo Kontepe, he does get better in Nihongo Kontepe Z. This is definitely for intermediate to maybe go into advanced intermediate, but closer to just intermediate level. Nihongo Kontepe originals are lower intermediate level as well, and beginners, of course. So the recommendation is just because there is nobody else who is as prolific as him, right? Right, what else? So, I also love... If I can find it, goddamn. Shizenna Nihongo? But she has changed her name to Speak Japanese Naturally. That's the name. If I can find her. There she is. So, right. She has two channels. One channel... is this the... No, this is the easier channel, right. So she has two channels. One channel is the easier one, where she goes around Kofu, actually, primarily. Well, Yamanashi primarily. But she goes to other places in Japan and just does kind of vlogs things with subtitles and everything. Fantastic channel. Beautiful scenery. She is fantastic at explaining things. The kanji is there with furigana, so it's really good content. Probably my favorite channel out of all the Japanese channels for Japanese learners. Her walking videos are really engaging. But she also has... she has a subscription course, but actually it's not here. She also has a kind of a podcast style talking a channel, and I don't know why this is not here, but her other channel is more for intermediate learners, so it's a little bit more complex in terms of the language used, etc. So she has two channels, but this one has definitely by far more videos. earlier videos as well. She has she speaks a lot about pronunciation and pitch accent and things like that, which is good, in my opinion. She also talks a lot about just learning, especially earlier ones, earlier videos. And she does interviews and things like that. So highly recommended. Probably my favorite channel out of all the Japanese channels for Japanese learners. Right. There are some others, but you know what? These are, I think, the most prolific one and my favorite one that I will introduce to you. Now, let's go into the channels that I like watching that are just for Japanese people, right? I like watching because I like watching. Rati, welcome to the stream. I really like Japanese super immersion because it's just two real dudes speaking most of the time. I feel like other channels meant for new learners are too polite and unnatural. Rati, I would disagree with you on too polite and unnatural. However, that is a very good channel. It is a fantastic channel, and I really do like the way they break down stuff. And actually, let's find this channel, the super immersion. Where are they? Where are they? Now I haven't watched. I've only found that channel. Is this the one? Nope. I've only found that. There it is. There's it. So I only found that channel reasonably recently. So I haven't watched a lot, but they have a lot of videos. So it's two people talking, which is great. I really like the way they break down things. So they, in one video, they have things like they go super slow. They will talk like this, for example, for beginners. But then they also go and they just have a very natural and I would say natural speed flow and chat between the two of them about the same topic. So they kind of break it down for various levels. And if I'm not mistaken, because I've only watched a few of their videos and it was a little while ago, they have chapters, so you can actually skip to the part where they either talk slower if you're a beginner or they talk faster. So really good channel. Highly recommended as well. So Rati, thank you so much for mentioning that. Yeah. But I do disagree with you that other channels meant for new learners are too polite and unnatural. They're not. It depends on what you're watching, but the two of the ones that I have mentioned, they're neither too polite nor are they too unnatural. So highly recommend those two as well. Nantka Otoshio is delightful Japanese blog, a great slice of life convo aimed for Japanese people rather than Japanese learners. Is this a podcast Rooftop Jukes box or is this a YouTube channel? Let's have a look. これだ。We're gonna get copyright strike. Right, okay. Okay, I've just subbed to it. I'm gonna check it out. I have no idea about this channel, but we'll check it out and see. So what is she doing? Hibiga nantka. Hibiga tanoshii. なるほど。楽しいなるような一人暮らしと呼ぶの中での記録。Right, so it's a travel sort of videos. Okay. Travel blogs, yeah. Very cool. Well, I've subbed to her, so I'm gonna check a few of her things out. Nana Bachi, thank you for recommendation as well, and welcome to the stream. Real Japan is funny one for who likes to have fun, learn interesting, amusing things about the language. Real Japan. Let's check it out. I've never heard of it, but let's check it out. No bloopers? Why did the bloopers go? Right, Real Japan. Nani kore? Okay. Nihongo de ne. Let me just turn this off. Hold up.
What's in Japanese? What does the monkey say in Japanese? Kiki.
Ma.
Kiki.
Right. Okay.
人で。Ocean.
Right. Okay. So, first of all, they seem like it is quite fun, and they do seem to make it entertaining for sure. But first thing I've noticed, and I've just clicked on a random video, they speak Japanese as well as English, and they speak from I've skipped through the video, two, 3 skips, and they spoke English in quite a few of those. So for me, that would not be part of the immersion, more something that to watch for fun and learn random facts, which is fine. But again, I'm talking from the point of view where I want to have as much Japanese thrown at me as possible, right? So, but yeah, if you're into kind of fun facts, etc., including Japanese and English, there you go. Real Japan. Go and check it out. Right. I'll check her out. I like Amari Yomanai Kedosa. Her Japanese is relatively easy and natural, and her videos are interesting since I like traveling myself. Let's check it out. I don't know how to read this. Nantuka kinky? Are? Surely not kinky. Kimhoku? Kana? Hold up. I think I might have had subscribed to her before. Hold up. Nani kore? Go. Listen, stop recommending shit to me, right? I just want... Right, is this Yuka?
こんにちは。
ちょっと待ってね。Nina, is this the channel? Could you just say yay or nay in the comments, please? Because if it is, I feel like I've watched some stuff of her. Yeah, it is Yuka. Okay, cool. So I live in Japan, love traveling solo. Okay, I'll sub to her. I have a feeling I've watched a few of her things, and I might have. Yes. Okay. Yeah. She also appears with another travel vlogger, Japanese vlogger person. She done a few collabs, and I've seen her in that. Right. Yeah. So. Travel stuff. Travel stuff is always fun. So yeah, I've subbed and I might check more of her videos out. But we have already a lot of recommendations here, but let's go and do a few extra recommendations. So this is the one that I always recommend. He doesn't have a lot of subscribers. He is a gamer and a Let's Player, Talks, or something like that. So, if you're into Let's Plays that are actually very, very interestingly narrated in a simple language, and it's literally just dude playing and talking about the game and things like that, highly, highly recommend him. He plays a lot of older games as well as new games. So, for example, he plays things like this.
はいどうもこんにちはこんばんはおはようございます青です何ですかこのゲームはブロックですかよろしくお願いしますよいしょ
This is what you can expect
に突入できたことで非常に嬉しく思っているんですけれどもまだこのステージはねとんでもねえ難易度をね誇っているのでこれ
So, and I like a lot of gaming YouTubers, he actually speaks himself instead of well, I don't know, use an AI voice that you want to, chop your ears off when you hear it. So I like Niku-Nisan and Nantuka. Nantuka. Although one of them is an American speaking Japanese. Okay. So Niku-Nisan. Let's have a look. Naruhodo. Okay, I think I've seen some of his stuff. Yes. I think I've seen some of his stuff because he had a few things with Matt, and as controversial as Matt might be, I think he has some really good ideas about Japanese language learning. So, and actually, when I was starting learning Japanese, I was doing that by following what Matt was recommending, and then that was my Nani? Are? Oh, it's the same person, right? Never mind. I thought that was two different channels. Nandomaneyo. Right. Yes. Yes. But yeah. So cool. Right. But let's introduce you to a few other things that I like. So RRR2XXX, highly recommended. Now I also like, so if you are into, let's say, Inakagurashi and things like that, that is actually not it. Actually, this is a fantastic channel. If you're into history, highly recommended. I'm gonna link it there because, you know, it's just easier. I'm gonna link it on Twitch as well. So this is basically Rekshi channel. And yeah, they cover a lot of things. They cover a lot of various things. Different world history, Japanese history, all kinds of history. If you're into history, fantastic channel. Right. But if you are into DIY, let's show you a good DIY channel, shall we? Inakamon. You will not be able to understand a thing he's saying, but damn, he's good. What level is it? So it's not level. It's Japanese for Japanese people. So it's Japanese channel for Japanese people. You'd be able to get it if you're intermediate level. Like it is fairly accessible. So it's kind of like an educational channel. So they speak quite clearly. And yeah, actually, hold up. Where did I post it? Let's just go back to them. So, right. ほら。
いろんなディープな話がありますんでね。池上彰いろんな裏話というのを含めてですね、こんなことがあったんだというそんなネタをいろいろと提供できればいいなと思ってます。そうですね。池上さんがいかにオタクかということもこの YouTube を見ていただけるとわかると思います。実はいろんなディープな話がありますんでね。行きましょうかね。はい。はい、準備します。
Basically, right? So the speed is like standard speed, but they speak very, very clearly, both of them. So yeah, that's what you can expect, right? All right. Inakamon. I would say Inakamon is a super advanced VIP Supreme edition of Japanese because he speaks very fast. He does have a lisp, and he speaks with some kind of southern bend of Japan. To give you an idea, I listen to a lot of him. I really, really enjoy his content. But to give you an idea, so basically he got a very, very cheap abandoned house, and he's renovating. He's documenting it. So if you're into that sort of stuff, where he narrates everything instead of, I don't know, enjoy these visuals like most of the Nakagurashi Japanese channels are, where they are afraid to speak. Yeah, this is really, really good. So have a listen to this.
どうも。これは以前ね、知り合いのおっちゃんが家を自分で解体してるのを手伝いに行ってて、その時にもらってきたもんなんですよね。こういうのもらっといてよかったなって本当にね、今になって思いますよ。 で、どんな感じでね、支えを固定していくかって考えたんですけど、まあ、縛るっていうのが一番手っ取り早くて簡単かなと思ってね、とりあえずこんな感じでタコ糸と、家に転がってたね、鉄線を使って、
Right. So he's a very, very fast speaker, but really, really good channel if you're into DIY and stuff like that. Really, really enjoy his channel. Like one of the best, because it's hard to find Japanese channels to do with inakagurashi and DIY that they actually narrate things instead of just put in text. So that's why I highly recommend him. これは、まあ、違う。トマトロ。If you are into farming, right? If you're into farming, so Tomataro, highly, highly recommended. The guy literally talks to you about farming in Japan and how you can start farming and how you can do farming to make money and how to grow things and all different things about farming. Like literally thousands. Is it thousands? Sorry. 372 videos about farming, all in Japanese. He speaks reasonably clearly. Of course, the audio improves from the older to the newer videos, but you can listen to.
合わないようにするくらいの距離ってイメージでいいと思います。で、当然光合成しますんで、まあ光が当たらないところがないように、まんべんなく葉っぱがね、光を浴びれるくらいの距離っていう感じでいいですね。で、これ密集しすぎると光がね当たらないような葉っぱも出てくるんで。
So basically, this is the speed he speaks at. I think he speaks much clearer than the Inakomon. So if you like this sort of stuff, definitely check him out. By the way, would you like me to paste the links in chat, or are you good to find it yourselves? So this is Tomataro. Really, really cool channel. What's this? I have so many channels. Oh yeah, Emil, you said you like eating shows. Do you like cooking shows? This is literally Japanese recipes. So if you'd like to cook Japanese at home and get the recipe in Japanese, you have subscribed to a couple of them. Very cool, very cool. But yeah, so this is Genki Mama Kitchen, as in Genki Mama Kitchen. Yes, I know. It's basically Japanese recipes. That's what you will get here. Hora.
ホイルをね、引きます。そしてナスをね、入れていきます。焼きます。8分から12分くらいかな。皮がパリパリになって中が柔らかくなるまで焼きます。10分経ってね、もう小さい方できました。大きい方ね、もう少し待ちます。小さい方をね、先に出しましょう。はい、焼けます。
さあ、その感じね。So she speaks super clearly and uses vocab that you would probably use every day, especially if you're, I don't know, going to restaurants and things like that, or maybe, you know, going to Japan and looking to work part-time while studying Japanese there. I don't know, like working in a kitchen like I did for, you know, a number of years. I was a line cook, so. But yeah, so again, really cool. Actually, the reason why I selected this, because this is like one of my favorite, the easiest thing to do, and one of my favorite dishes. So it's an eggplant, otherwise known as aubergine here in UK, and nasu in Japanese. And yeah, just yakinasu. Super easy. One of my favorite things to actually like quickly make and taste like you're having barbecue without having barbecue. Nina is saying, I thought news channels were a little more difficult, but I started watching Hokkaido's news on YouTube and I find can pick up more words. Yes. So news channels. they're definitely more difficult. However, the good thing about them, if you find a 24/7 hour YouTube news station, most of the prefectures have a YouTube channel that runs news 24/7. What you can do is you can have it on in the background and from time to time pay attention to it. And they will repeat the news until like a new news story appears. But they will repeat the same thing over and over and over again 24/7, changing slightly as the day progresses. So the one that I like, and the reason why I like this one is because, well, this is where we're actually planning to move when we move to Japan, is the UTY therapy. So it's a Yamanashi Prefecture news station, right? So, and if you go to live, they literally have 24/7.
高騰が続くようであれば、価格以上のクオリティや美味しいを感じてもらえるようなコーヒーを入れていきたいなと思っています。
Emil, thank you so much for joining the Discord.
ほろ苦い物価高は
Yeah, the repetition definitely helps. And like, they speak super clearly.
今月26日から北斗市で真夏の夜を彩る清里フィールドバレーが開幕します。
Right, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna run them, but it's a news station. Basically, they speak with news anchor voice, very clear, polite Japanese, but they do and all the time use words that I don't know. Like the vocab will be overwhelming at first. Like, but then, if you keep listening to them, you'll actually start catching things, and yeah. So highly recommend it. Any Japanese news station. But if you want to learn about Yamanashi and Yamanashi news, UTY therapy, right? Yamanashi ken nantoka channel ne. But yes, so that is the news stations. Right. Actually, I've noticed I did say that we're gonna play a visual novel, but it's already 6 o'clock and I'm still talking about YouTube, so I don't think we're gonna play a visual novel today, guys. I'm sorry. But I can introduce you to a few extra channels. Yo. Alright. Genki Seto-san, what this? This be another, right. So, because we are looking to buy a house in Japan as well, when we move there, I have a few looking at or buying property channels. So, this is a bit different. It's more of a she herself is looking for a property to buy, and she goes around and looks for a property and films it, instead of a channel that just introduces bajillion of different properties. So she doesn't have a lot of videos.
今回ですね、ちょっとサブチャンネルでじゃらーん、サットさんのおうち探しの旅っていうですね、新しいチャンネルを作ることになりました。でね、一応初めて見ていただいている方もいらっしゃると思うんで。
So you can see the speed, etc. So, and of course, it's Japanese for Japanese. Can I link her? I most certainly can. Let's. Can we just? Oh, God damn. Okay. Yeah, it would be a little bit hard, right? No, that is not the correct. Is it the correct link? Right. Actually, let's just take all of it. Right, there you go. Oh, has it linked it properly? Has it linked? Yes, it has. Okay, perfect, perfect. So she only has 17 videos, but she does have another channel. I can't remember what her other channel is about, but she does have another channel as well. So if you like her, you can check that out. So, right. Kumatori Komorebi Farm. Right. More farming ones. I can't remember. I think this is a good one. Hold up. Let's just randomly click on stuff. I think this is a good one.
Hi, konnichiwa. Hi, konnichiwa.
Yes, it is a good one. Right. So this is another guy who does farming videos, and he basically talks. I assume it's his partner, and they kind of have a conversation, and he talks about various things about planting crops and vegetables and all that stuff, and getting the earth ready to plant, and basically farming, otherwise known as farming. So if you're into that, Kumatori Komorebi Famo. Or Famo? Famo? Famo. Farm. Kumatori Komorebi Farm. Alright. And again, as I said, these are my interests. So what's this? Oh. No. Let's see. Umitofune. So Umitofune, I have introduced this before on the channel. One of the streams, we actually listened to one of their videos. So it's a couple that own a boat and they sail the high seas. Har, har, har. No, they just sail the seas. And yeah, so basically they go all over the place, and it's a life on a boat with all that entails. They speak naturally but fast, use vocabulary that is a little bit above my head, but, you know, it's all good. So yeah, Umi to Fune, or At Japan Sailing. Kind of like a travel log, but with a twist, basically. So life on a boat and things like that. Another farming channel. You're getting the idea, I think. All right, Heart of Buddha. So this is a Zen monk talking about Zen Buddhism in Japanese. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It is. So, Heart of Buddha. Highly, highly recommended. Highly recommended. If you want to find out about Zen Buddhism from a Zen Buddhist monk. He also has a bunch of other channels. So, yeah. I might find them here. But yeah. Recommended. Playwright. That's music. Farming. Okay. This was recommended by one of my viewers. Right. This is actually, this is both the premise is what the hell, why would I watch this? But the execution is actually pretty cool. So this is a guy, the videos are short, but this is a guy who sells things to you on YouTube. He is basically a TV salesman on YouTube. But the way he does it is actually pretty cool. Instead of being like all salesy, he just talks about things, and he like takes out an item, right? So let's say he's gonna be selling this bucket. And he literally just talks about how he's used it and what it's all about and things like that. So it's kind of cool. Please start speaking. Sometimes he doesn't speak.
という商品で、グリッドガードって言います。値段の方が1280円。で、ブルーとブラックとレッドの3色が、この形状のものはこの値段でありましたが、私はブラックを買いました。
Right? So he speaks super, super clearly, but at the same time, you still need to, pay attention and things like that. So his channel name is hatayan.com. If you are interested in being sold things in Japanese to you. I know, it's crazy. Right. But actually it is a genuinely pretty good channel for learning Japanese. This is more music. Right. Philosophy. Yeah. Listen, I have a lot of more channels there, but I think you get the idea of what type of stuff I do like to watch. So I think on this note, ladies, gents, and lovely people, I think it's time we say thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and apologize for not doing a visual novel. All right, I do apologize for that. So we will do the visual novel tomorrow, I promise. And we're streaming tomorrow next. And tomorrow is going to be 4 o'clock GMT +1. That's British summertime. That's right. And we're going to be doing more of the same. So if you'd like to join us for some Pomodoro technique learning in the first part of the stream, and just chatting and actually playing a visual novel, that's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, at the second part of the stream, join us tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Have a fantastic evening, day, or morning time, wherever you might be in the world. And I shall see you all tomorrow. See you later, guys. Bye-bye!